They may have saved a life, but their main objective was to explore a cave. After exploring for a while, they reached a small opening and found a young girl who was terrified and entirely alone. She was standing there crying and didn't even know how to speak English.
English? You speak English? No English. No?
Exploring with Josh, a famous YouTuber who explores abandoned locations, including homes, institutions, and even caves. One day, Josh and his crew eventually found themselves standing at the mouth of a vast underground cave. This cave, known as the Ape Cave in Washington County, extends nearly 2.5 miles in length. While deep, it offers ample space for exploring and walking, making it relatively safe for novice spelunkers. The openness of the cave was reassuring to Josh and his friends, though they weren't afraid to push the boundaries and venture into the lesser explored areas.
I've finally seen some sort of writing. I can't really make out what it says. But I think we're gonna be kneeling down now. I think we're gonna have to kneel down.
In most of the 12-minute vlog, the crew is just having fun. They start walking down a corridor that gradually narrows until they crawl on their stomachs through a tight passage. As the tunnel becomes more constricted, they debate whether to keep going, questioning if there's anything left to discover.
I don't even know if this leads out anywhere. I think it's just the end. We can be crawling all day.
Let's find out.
They almost reached the point of turning back, but just in time, Josh spotted that the tunnel widened. The crew managed to squeeze through and made it to the end of the cave. What they didn't realize was that someone was waiting for them there.
English?
I don't know
You speak English? No English.
No?
Oh, okay.
Okay, come with us.
Deep within one of the farthest chambers of the ape cave, a little girl sat, visibly terrified and on edge. The group approached her gently, trying to reassure her, but she was too frightened to trust the strangers in this isolated cave. However, the crew also found her mom and dad, and when they started calling out her name, she eventually agreed to go with them. Fortunately, she was let out safely and reunited with her family. Stranded alone in the darkness, she had positioned herself where the only entrance to her hiding spot was barely visible. I can't help but wonder if she would have ever been found without this group's intervention. Josh also explained the whole situation as well.
What an experience. As we were about to leave, this little girl comes up out of nowhere, scares us, and at first we're like, wait, whose parents are hers? And she was just there alone by herself. Then she just stood there in the back, so I started talking to her, but she wouldn't answer me. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't think she speaks English. It turns out she really didn't speak English at all. She's by herself, crawled the whole way in there by herself, no light. No light, what the heck? I don't get it, no light. She didn't even speak English.